Hello. You ever get that feeling where you feel less than, that you don't matter, and that life just passes you by, and that um, day in and day out just seems like a pointless journey that doesn't have any real worth continuing? Some days that's exactly how I feel. I feel like I don't have um, a reason to be, you know, I just don't feel really good about myself some days. I feel like what what's the point of getting up in the morning and going through the motions of life when um when there's just no real point to it. Um and I know a lot of you will say, Brian, but there is a point to your life. You are valued. Well, as the um title of this video suggests, proof is in the pudding. And unfortunately, so far, what life has proven to me as I get older and older and older is that my feeling of worthlessness seems to just get compounded and compounded and compounded. Um, Evidence of this was on Christmas Eve. I literally felt like I was an inconvenience when I stopped at a friend's place to drop off a card. The minute I walked up to the door, knocked, and they answered the door, it was like I was an inconvenience. I was um, basically not wanted there, or at least that's how I felt at the moment. Um, and that to me kind of just put me in a mood where, oh, well, I guess I'm insignificant. I don't matter to them because if I mattered, they would take the time to at least hear me out and or chat with me for a few minutes and not rush me out the door because they, life is busy. Well, I know they meant well. I know it wasn't intentional. It was all circumstantial, but you know what? The bottom line is I still felt um unworthy, and I feel like I'm valid to feel that way. There are days when I don't see the point in wasting my breath with certain people, with wasting my time on this planet sometimes because I sit there and go, well, where's my validation? What makes me feel worthy of being on this planet? Am I a waste of space? Sometimes that's how I feel. I feel like why bother to be why do I waste my time on this planet when um no one takes me seriously? Nobody cares enough to want to get to know me, and I have basically no friends other than if I'm friendly to myself. And that to me, I mean, nobody really comes out and says, "Hey, Brian, how are you doing?" You know, so I'm not very thought of, obviously. And so because of that, I feel like, well, what's the point of continuing to drag out um, a sedentary, solitary life where I don't feel valued, I don't feel appreciated, I don't feel needed or wanted in any way. Um, And I don't understand. Maybe I need a lot more counseling um, to get me to feel differently about situations. But it's like, why do I have to put forth all the effort in order to sustain friendships or to sustain or to build upon my ability to have friends? Why is it I'm always the one forced to try to put a little water on a friend, water the plants, so to speak, of my friendships, and 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 yet I don't feel that I don't get much in the way of reciprocation. I don't have people coming to knocking on my door and saying, "Hey, Brian, let's go do something." I mean, yeah, I occasionally get a friend who comes over or calls and says, "Hey, I'm free tomorrow. Do you want to go out and take pictures?" That's all good, but that's one person who thinks outside of himself enough to ask me if I'm free to go do something. And unfortunately, with the depression that I've been dealing with lately, and um, all the unfortunate um, issues that I've been dealing with, I haven't been feeling up to doing much of anything. Um, I literally need to be dragged out of the house in order um, to feel like I'm worth a damn. You know, um, I just don't feel like many people really give a crap. And people say, "Oh, well, you should go spend time with family." I have, and I kid you not, I don't find a whole lot of value in spending time with my family because it's all surface um level interactions. I don't get to have time to say, "Hey, I'm really struggling with the fact that I don't feel loved, that I don't feel needed." I know it sounds like a broken record. He doesn't have he's just feeling sorry for himself all the time. So why bother? Well, bottom line is this. Again, just like I said in the title of this video, proof is in the positive, or proof is in the pudding. Unless somebody can prove to me that the pudding tastes good and that it has value and it adds something to their lives, why bother? Sorry for being a downer, but that's just the way I feel. Have a good day.